Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is Aisha Nazir. Welcome to the series of inheritance. This is the third part of the inheritance in which we will discuss the private inheritance. So what is private inheritance? So I will recommend you to please watch the previous two types of inheritance at the public inheritance and protected inheritance so that you will be able to better understand the concept of private inheritance, because we are following the same example in all three types of inheritance so that we will be able to clear your concept more precisely. So this is the example. First I will explain the example which we have already studied in the previous two parts of the inheritance. So this is the base class and here is the child class. The child class is inherited from a base class. This is a single inheritance. The base class has three sections: the private section, protected section and public section. In the private section, under the private section, we have a function that name is private function that simply prints a statement I am private. Protected access specifier, there is a function which name is protected function that simply prints a statement I am protected. And in the public section, under the public access specifier, there is a public function which is simply prints a statement I am public. And after that there is a child class which is derived from base class, and while declaring the base class, it declared that the base class is private. It means that we declared the full base class as private. So if the class is private, can we access its public data members and member functions? Can we access its private data member and member functions? Can we access the private which is not allowed to use outside the class? Can we access the private section? Let's understand it. So here in the main section, we simply create an object of child class as child B. So if we want to access the public data member and member functions and protected data member and member functions, we have to do. How we can access these functions outside the class? So let's understanding by calling each function one by one. So here we are calling b.private function. We are calling with child, that is the child class. We are calling with the child class object b private function. Can we access the private function? No, we cannot access the private function because the base class is private. Moreover, the private function is private too. It means this function can only be used by the members of the base class. The private function cannot be accessed outside the class or even in the child classes. This is only, the private section is only accessible and visible to the member functions of the same class. So here if we are trying to access the private function, it will generate an error, and the error is void base private function is private. Means the base class that we have declared as private, in private inheritance private function is private, so we are unable to access it. So how we can access the private function? Obviously we will use the same mechanism as we did in the public inheritance and protected inheritance. As we have discussed that this is a rule that private section or the private data members and private variables and private functions can only be used by the same class functions. So if we want to access the private function, we have to first call it in the public function that is under the public access specifier. So here in the public access specifier, in the public function, we call the private function. Can we use the private function inside the public function? Yes, we can use it because the public function is the part of the same class. it exists, the public function exists in the same base class. So it means that it can access the private function. So in the child class, we created a function named show, and in the show, we call the public function. So sorry, this is by mistake prints over here. So we will call inside the show function the public function. And when we call the show method with the object B, it will simply print I am private and I am public. So in this way, we can access the private members of the class in private inheritance. So what about the protected and public function? Obviously, when the base class is declared as private, so the protected section and public will also declared as private. So if we have to access the protected data members and member functions and the public data member and member functions, we have also follow the same mechanism as we did with the private function. As you can see in this example, this is the private function, and in the protected function we call the private function. And here in the child class show function we call the protected function. That is allowed because protected are allowed to be used in the child classes in a single inheritance. So the protected function we call here inside the show function, and here we call b.show, and it simply prints I am private and I am protected. It means that we can call the both protected and private functions outside the class by simply first calling them inside the child class. So in the same way, we can call the public functions and protected functions and private functions outside the class by simply first calling them in the child class and then displaying the result or calling the function in outside the classes in the main section. So let's summarize the private inheritance. Private inheritance show has a relationship. When deriving from a private base class, public and protected members of base class would be act as private members of the derived class. So in the same way as the public and protected members of the private inheritance are private, so in the protected section in the child class they will also act as private. So here is the base class and the child class, and the public section will be act as private, protected section will act as private, while the private section is already private. If data members are private, then we can't access it. Only inside the class in which they are declared we can access the private members. If we never mention private keyword, then by default it is considered by the compiler the class is private or the data members or member functions are private. So to declare the data member functions and class, we must explicitly tell the compiler that it's a protected section or a public section or a private section. So this is all about the private inheritance. Hopefully you understand the concept. Thank you very much.